60-minute game effort from your team. Did you get that tonight, do you feel?
We're trying to have just a good start, good first shifts out of our players and try and match what they've been doing in the starts of games, and we're forced to do that.
Darryl, can you talk about the team's hitting? In particular, Dustin Brown was basically a human pinball machine out there. Talk about how he set the tone tonight.
I thought Greene did a good job early in the game for us, especially because of the way that they went to forecheck and they want to get on top of you. So I thought Greene was really effective in that early. I thought Rob Scuderi was really effective in that early. It's not always about hitting. It's about absorbing it and being able to make the play and pressure.
Coach, how do you keep them so calm yet so furious as they came out with such desperation tonight?
They weren't all calm and they weren't all furious. Pierre, go ahead.
I was going to mention Greene. I was going to mention Greene before you got to him, but the hit on Shepard and Gagliardi, it's not always a quantity, as you say. I think those were timely and set a tone. And this is a guy you missed a lot this year.
Those are, and it's exactly those are the ones that stick out in my mind. So that tells you the importance of it. And obviously we didn't have that late in the, till what we have in 2 or 3 games, just a few minutes. So obviously his leadership's important to us, and hopefully he can carry that on. It's good for him to get a couple of days again. He hasn't played much hockey.
Darryl, the play by Lewis tonight, especially in face-off against Thornton.
Well, when Thornton wins face-offs, you look after the first period, I don't even know what it was, but every time he wins a face-off, it's like it's extended time in your zone when he does. So it doesn't, well, I don't think it was him in particular. I think that everybody played against Thornton tonight, and he's a handful. Everybody has to.
How nice is it not to have to go in there and say we need to play 60 minutes? It's obviously the first time in a few games you guys did that.
No, I think that's what we have to do. Yeah. Otherwise we won't win.
But, I mean,
otherwise we don't have any chance.
No, but I mean, you guys did do that tonight. How nice is that to see that, and how that could potentially carry over in this series?
Well, it depends who you're talking to, but the teams are close enough that scores so far have been 2-0, 4-3, 2-1, 2-1, 3-0. So I don't think that there's much of a gap in terms of the teams. I think there's gaps from game to game in terms of individual performances.
Is there anything to be said about the home ice advantage in this series?
Well, obviously up to this point there's been a home ice advantage.
But for you guys, I mean, this has been a trend throughout the league this year. I mean, but I don't know if it's because of the lockout. Is there anything in particular that you think why that's been the case?
Well, I don't really think there is anything in particular. I think everybody's going to look at it when it's over and done and evaluate their whole year and look at schedule, look at all those things, and then they're going to break how they played at home, how they played away. I think that's something that's way down the road, and it's something that seems like a long time ago because everything's just based on playoffs now, home and road, and it doesn't. And if you look at it, I did not today, but going into yesterday, it was like 2-1. Homes at home or wins at home and wins on the road. It was basically a 2-1 ratio. It was like 40-20, or it's that's how it is.
In the first period, it seemed like you forced them, and your pressure forced them into a lot of icings. Got some of their guys trapped on the ice for long periods of time. Do you think that has a cumulative effect?
That is one advantage of at home. And you know what? We've seen that in San Jose too. Both teams want to forecheck. It's extended pressure, and the way you get it out when you're tired is to shoot it down the ice. But the problem is, you got to come back and face off again. Then the other team gets fresh horses out, and that happened in the first period tonight, and it happened in both games in San Jose.
Darryl, Drew had said that you guys weren't making life tough enough for Niemi prior to tonight. Did you feel you made it tougher tonight?
It's tough to get shots through them. I don't know how tough we were on him, but it's tough to get shots through. They got 4 defensemen that block a lot of shots on the rush and in coverage. So you got to sort of find that puck to the goalie, and that's the composure that you have to do that.
What crosses your mind if I tell you that 79% of the teams that win Game 5 in a 2-2 series go on to win a series?
I've won some and I've lost some, and I can't tell you what the series ended up. I've been in lots of them, so I couldn't tell you the importance of it.
feel better though, right?
Yeah, it feels good.
You were talking about getting shots through. It seems like Boynoff has a knack for doing that. Is it just because he has a hard shot, or does he have a knack for an instinct? for
Actually, he
getting
missed the
through?
net tonight. He had 3 or 4 great ones before that, and he missed the net by that much, or he had it tipped, and they were great opportunities for him that were presented to him that where he slides in, and we know that they're there, especially Drew and Slav and Greene are on that side. So
On his goal, he got it past Thornton. Thornton came out. to
yeah,
try
from
to
the
block
bench,
it.
I thought it actually hit somebody, but Hexie said it didn't.
Coach, you killed 3 penalties tonight. Why was special teams successful?
Actually, when you only have to kill 3, then you have a better chance at success. Both teams do. Go ahead, Pierre. It's good.
Earlier line changes, you seem to find balance a bit with that. You don't want to overreact to a win, but
Yeah, you know what? It's just I think it spread some minutes out a little better too. You know, if you look at it after 2, it's probably spread out a little bit better in terms of your not so much how many minutes your fourth line had, but how many even strength minutes that the way your top 3 lines were. A little better.
Coach, was that your most complete game of the series against the Sharks?
Yep.